into you yesterday. What the hell just happened?
Here we are, guys. We are back for a fun episode of just Brian and I. No guests. I think I said that correct, right? And we're gonna do the thing there. Brad Niccum, Nest Mortgage Group, tasting tequila with Brad, and
It's a high quality intro. Brian Quinlan here, Daniel's Real Estate and Move Me to Indy on YouTube.
today was going to be a hat day. So I busted out my Cascanes cowboy hat,
Yeah, you did.
my Cascanes shirt,
Yeah.
and my Cascanes Hoven number 7, which is the fantastic.
Someone brought to you by Cascanes.
Somewhat brought to you by Cascanes. If you're looking for a great tequila to drink Cascanes.
Wow, it's got the jingle.
All
All right. Well, I'm wearing my new Indianapolis Clowns hat, which is a new team in the Banana Bowl.
Wow. And what's the Z for?
Well, that's Zephyr is the company that makes it.
Oh, I thought it was a super.
Nope. But, my usual fitted cap. Clowns. Love it.
So he's got
I
some
love this logo with the giant
clown
these
feet.
giant clown shoes. It's awesome.
See, you have something on the back of your hat, and I have something on the back of my hat. I have
Hey, wait a minute.
tasting tequila with Brad and a nice little sticker. TTWB.
Sure, yeah. That's cool.
So I'm not going to wear it the whole time because it makes my head hot.
Okay.
When my head's
So
hot.
much for hat episode.
Yeah, hat episode is over.
It's fine.
That was fun.
It was super fun, yeah.
We haven't done one of these in a while, but there's probably a lot of things that we need to talk about. We don't really know what they are.
Okay.
But you had some great statistics the other day when we talked on the phone. So,
all right,
let's throw some.
I'm not going to say great because as a realtor, and I feel like maybe as a mortgage guy, this is a little frightening.
Throw some people some math.
All right, we'll throw a little math. So, according to a survey done by Clever Real Estate and Best Interest Financial, never heard of either of them. They found out they're legit. Yeah, absolutely. So this says that they surveyed 1,000 would-be home buyers. Now, I do not know what the qualification for that is.
Only 1,000 people.
That's a pretty good sample. A thumb long.
So when you're going to say it's how many people live in America?
400 million.
400 million. How many people of those are renters?
I don't know.
I mean, I would say it's probably in the 100 million number.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely say that. Well, so I also consider 400 million as everybody.
I can see how 1,000 of them are a good sample.
It's a number. All right. So out of 1,000 people that 94% of them said that they would change their plans if rates don't drop below 6%.
What change their plans?
Now, this is people who currently are listed as would-be home buyers.
And so they would quit being a home buyer.
Change their plans, I think, would mean that they would not be a home buyer anymore unless it drops below 6%.
So here's the thing. Let's take those people and let's put them in the average rates for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
They're renters. They're renters for their whole freaking life because
I know.
Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae's average rate for 50 years is
7 or 8?
6.875. Okay. 6.875. Probably made the point. I don't know for sure. I have to back that number, but 6.875. So they're never buying a house.
And of those 94%, 64% of them said they would only accept a rate below 6%. So the whole 94% number is they would probably change their plans. Doesn't mean that they're not buying necessarily, but they're going to rethink. But this group says got to be below 6% or they're out completely.
So I'm not delusional in that column, but they are unfortunately going to miss out on all of the benefits of homeownership, and all of the people that buy rental properties at 7 and 8% are stoked that those people are still renting.
Yeah, no kidding. Are more statistics saying that 63% of those surveyed define a good rate as under 5%.
Those people are what we call delusional.
Yeah, more delusional. 37% say good rates only begin in the 3% range.
And those people are only going to buy a house 2 times in the last 50 years.
Yeah. 20% would only buy if the rates are under 4%. And only 10% of those surveyed consider our current 6 to 7% range to be good.
So here's my question for you if you're watching this. Please put in the comments, put in there if you are a delusional idiot that's going to rent for the rest of your life, or you understand what rates actually should be in a healthy economy.
I understand why people rent. Okay. Buying a home isn't for everybody, but this is all specific to interest rates and people's mindset around what interest rates are good and what are bad. And since rates dropped down to the 3 to 4 below 5% range back in COVID time of 2020 and 2021, that happened because of a once in a lifetime pandemic that they had to come up with something to stimulate the economy because everybody was staying home. They weren't out buying, shopping, doing all those things. And to help stimulate things, they artificially lowered interest rates. The economy was absolute trash then.
It was negative.
Yes.
There's 2 times that rates have been that low. 2008. No one was excited about 2008. You didn't have a
No.
job,
Nope.
right? And COVID, which I liked COVID because I got to stay home.
Sure.
Whatever.
Unfortunately, what this survey shows is there are a number of people who want to go back to that, which would indicate the economy sucks because that's how we got to those numbers.
Actually, when rates get that low, those people that want that probably don't have jobs. They can't buy houses anymore. If you think about it, it's like going and saying in 2000, I forget the year, right? It's like when gas went above $2 a gallon.
Mhm.
You're like, I'm only going to buy gas if it's under $250, $2.50 a gallon. You haven't been driving for like
quite a
6 years. Like you just now like can drive. You're like just now going to the grocery store.
So I drove by one today. It's $2.99.
I see 235.
Yeah.
235. So when you think about the buying a house because of what the rate is like deciding to eat based on what the price of food is.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
What I tell buyers, and we say in a lot of videos, is the rate is not the important part. And I'm not saying it's not important at all, but it shouldn't be the most important thing that makes your decision.
It's based on what your payment is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to talk to a lender who knows how to explain things, who can lay it all out for you, put everything in there, not just your principal, but include your interest, include your taxes, and includes your insurance, all of that. And if that dollar amount on a monthly basis is something that you can comfortably afford to pay, that's when you make your decision that now's the time to buy the house, not the rate.
If you think about it, mortgages are the only thing that people base buying a house on a rate.
Yes.
When you go buy something on the credit card, you don't care that it's 24%.
Nope. Don't think
You
about
have
it.
to think you want it.
Yes.
When you buy your car and it's 6% or 9% or whatever your car, you don't care. Your student loan. In fact, all of the things that we sell, like when you buy a car, they don't tell you how much the car costs. They tell you how much the payment is.
Yep.
This brand new, Scion electric hybrid is only $299 a month. Right? That's what they tell people. You don't even know how much the car costs.
Correct.
You can buy a Corvette for $1,100 a month.
I think if they advertised that BMW is $85,000 instead of what it costs per month, less people would buy them.
Or that this year, the average diesel pickup truck sold by Ford will not be under the price of $100,000.
Wow.
They just talk about it on. I watch Fox Business, so I know it's probably a little slightly to the right. People might get mad at me, but it's business portion, right? It's the business portion. Sometimes I watch CNBC. It's probably a little more slightly to the left, but business wise, they talk about the same stuff.
Mhm.
And whether you're right or left, and you're slanted one or the other, the Ford pickup truck's still at 100 grand. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Numbers don't lie.
Right. So, and what that let's say you think about the average worker that works for Ford can't afford to buy the Ford, F-250 diesel pickup truck. And the same thing's going on in housing, but in housing, for some reason, we say we want to give up all of the opportunity of owning and creating generational wealth because the rate's too high. Yet you're probably driving NF 350 platinum Ford pickup truck for 100 grand that you have an 11% interest rate or an 11th double.
So what I'm hearing is the videos I should be making, I shouldn't advertise that this house is 350,000.
No, we should be talking about
I should be talking about what a payment is. Now, the downside is there are so many factors involved in what that even is. And we'd have to talk averages. We have to talk.
You have to put a huge disclaimer.
Yes.
Right? You have to go, this is the house payment on this house as long as you have the credit scores, you have to do you have to go down.
And so I can talk.
Yeah, you
All
can.
right, speed that up.
Can you do that? I mean, you're a broadcaster. You're really good at this.
I don't talk very fast, but I do know how to edit in CapCut.
And speed it up.
That go fast.
So you really couldn't go, the house advertises on 6.25% with 800 score.
I'll be honest, I probably could, but
It would make it funnier.
You're riffing that. I feel if I had to read it,
Well, if I had to read it,
I could do it.
yes. Let's read that really fast.
I bet.
That's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
You go, wow, that is really small
That's tiny.
writing. Yeah. And I noticed the other day, as you got older, things don't work like they're supposed to, and hair grows where it shouldn't.
Yes.
And yesterday, I finally had the guts to yank out a nose hair. How's your wife? Oh, she was pissed.
I think hey, what's up, Fred?
I had to throw a Fred joke out there.
I saw it on Facebook. It's awesome.
So since we've done like this, like I think the last time we did one, this you and I,
Yep,
we had just finished running America.
Yeah, that was my thing.
And I went on to run a 10K in a month of time. What have you gone on to run?
Nothing. I have walked one lap around my neighborhood. Took my dog for a walk this week because the weather actually got warm. And that is truly all I have done. I haven't stepped on the treadmill, nothing.
See, so the difference between me and you is if I'd have done that, I'd have gained 20 pounds.
Yeah. I haven't gained too much since.
Yeah, so I have to keep
I'm
going. I have to keep
I'm
doing it.
gonna thank my wife because she's making good food, it's keeping me thin.
Dude, I only eat one meal a day. My wife cooks
that is a good
great
point.
food.
You're right.
I only drink tequila and a Red Bull.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, but I need to run. It makes me feel good, and it helps me listen to podcasts. And I got to tell you, this is gonna. I'm becoming that old guy.
Get off your lawn, guy.
Oh, I've been that guy. No, the conspiracy guy.
Oh, okay.
So I listen to a lot of Rogan,
Okay.
and Joe gets into some of these conspiracy things.
Mm-hmm.
And he put this whole thing out there about a book called Chaos, which is written about the Charles Manson and the potential connection to the CIA and the assassination of JFK.
Oh my goodness. I'm Brian, your Indianapolis realtor. If you are looking to buy or sell a house in the Indy area, I'm your guy. If you're coming from out of state, want to make a move to the Indy area, I'm your guy. Check out the show notes for a link. We can get in touch and get you started. Thanks for watching. Now back to the show.
Oh my goodness is right. And today he's got a guy that believes that really we're in the 1800s, that they lied about like several thousand years in history and they expanded it, and if we really shouldn't be where we are, and that the earth probably is flat. We never went to the moon. Actually, I've watched two things about how we didn't go to the moon, and I kind of think we didn't go to the moon. But I can't say it. I don't think the earth is flat. I think that's stupid. But today they got into the whole 9/11 and how the towers fell and how they felt exactly like a planned demolition of a building. And if a plane hit it from the side and it heated up and it burnt, how come it didn't fall over to the weakest side where the plane fell? Why did it fall exactly straight down? I've never thought about any of this shit before, and now I'm like, holy cow, does everything that I know, do I not know it?
I know. It's there's a I don't know if it's well known. There is West Wing is a show that
one of my favorite shows of all time.
Phenomenal show. There's an episode that they call Big Block of Cheese Day, where people come to the White House and they present their ideas, which apparently goes back to Andrew Jackson, who would invite people to the lawn of the White House and would put out a big block of cheese. People would have cheese, and then he would talk.
Tell me what you think.
Exactly.
What do you think about
so
this?
In that particular episode, a gentleman comes in and he has a map of the world, and he says, the map of the world is wrong. And he takes it and he literally like flips it upside down. And he says, this is actually the correct shape of how, and I remember CJ Craig on the show, and I think it was Bradley Whitmore's character. It's like,
Oh my gosh, that is real.
and they kept coming back to it. So anytime I hear conspiracy theory, that's
where you go.
exactly what I think about is the Big Block of Cheese episode.
Can you see Trump doing that on the lawn right now?
No,
He'd be like, "Oh, you know what? I agree. That sounds
he's
exactly
gonna
right."
have what is it? He's gonna have UFC on the lawn.
Then there's other times he'd be like, I don't think that's right, right? And it might be, I don't know. That's crazy.
You get better.
Work on it. That's one of my favorite things to do.
That's awesome.
That would actually be really awesome to go to the White House lawn, pick off a chunk of government cheese,
Ooh, yeah.
and then give them what you think is going on in the world today.
My wife would say that I grew up privileged, and I'm not going to disagree, especially by comparison to her life growing. She lived in a world where they got government cheese.
It was the
And
best cheese.
to this day still says that that's the best cheese. And I'm like, there is no way. And I mean, I don't like old cheese anyway.
It's the best cheese.
Okay.
My dad was a fireman, and they handed out the cheese, and
Uh-huh.
he got to bring the cheese home. And I'm telling you, best sharp cheddar cheese you'll ever eat in your life.
Anybody out there, whoever tasted government cheese, drop it in the comments. Is that the best cheese?
And no judgment.
No, God, not at all.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, giving you cheese now.
Fair enough. Hey, since our last episode, big news at Quinlan House. My daughter
Yeah, this is
engaged,
awesome.
on Super Bowl Sunday. Her boyfriend, now fiance, proposed that morning. And a funny story to that, funny in my head. So that was Sunday. The prior Wednesday, Matt came over to our house and dropped some stuff off and showed me a picture of the engagement ring he had on his phone. He goes, well, I ordered this. It's coming in. It's supposed to be here tomorrow or Friday. He goes, so I got to ask. And that's really all he had to say. I knew exactly what that meant. So, gave him my blessing. My wife was upstairs changing clothes. And I turned to go up and I said, Matt, I'm surprised to bring Stephanie in on this. And he's like, oh, okay. So as I turned to go, I was like, actually, you know what? We're going to hold off on that. We're going to let her be surprised. So I did not tell her. And that's a big surprise to have to keep.
How'd you do
over 4 days? I actually don't know. Maybe I'm just simple-minded and it didn't pop into my head all off. I don't know, but occasionally it would pop into my head and I wanted to say something or reference it in some way, shape, or form, but then I'd have to remind myself, hey, it's a surprise, let's take it. So I did it. And so Sunday morning rolls around and I get a text message from Alex that morning. She goes, oh, so you knew about the ring? I said, yes, I did. Your mom did now. I said, she says, well, I'll call you guys. We're in a restaurant right now and it's loud here. So I'll call you guys later. I said, hey, why don't you FaceTime me? Because Stephanie's working in the Google world. It doesn't have FaceTime. So why don't you FaceTime me and tell your mom at that point? I said, because Alex, if you put this on social media before your mom knows, she will be pissed off.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah. And so she happened to FaceTime us while we were in the car heading to Aldi. And Stephanie was excited. At the same time, she goes, wait, you knew about this?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I've known for a couple of days.
Sleep on the couch.
No, at our house, we have a term called funny pissed. So
okay.
you being mad, but in a funny way. So that's really what it was. She was totally cool with it. And I did it. I putting that on TikTok, asking people if I was wrong for.
No, you did it right.
And I got a whole bunch of comments. People were like, oh, I think mom should have known. Or, oh, yeah, I love surprises. That's great. So it was cool.
When you said he showed me the picture of the ultrasound, is what I heard in my head.
No, you're not there that I was.
Not grandpa's yet.
No.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Exciting.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
She is looking to get married next year. She's thinking spring right now, next year. So
it's a good time.
We shall see.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
You'd be congratulating me. I didn't do anything. But thanks.
Oh yeah, you did. You raised a kid that found someone that wants to be their spouse. Like that's a victory.
That's a good point.
Yeah. 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 So it's like you could have raised one that everyone's like, we didn't talk about what we're actually breaking.
Well, that's a really good point. It's completely off script today. So I'm rocking the Sun King Sunlight Cream Ale. Yeah. For my friends at Sun.
And I don't want to say, we've been doing this for a long time now.
Yeah. 2.5 years.
2.5 years. I enjoy doing this.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it is a pain in the ass, but I love it. And I know you have to feel the same way about it.
Absolutely.
We've had some great guests recently, and
Yeah,
we have some amazing guests coming up. So this is getting a lot of fun. And I want to say thanks to Sun King. Like,
definitely.
as for a great beer, something that's Indiana homegrown, definitely go pick it up and grab it. And I appreciate them making sure we always have Sun King beer.
Realizing I need to go visit Cat. I am a little on my
Are you out?
I am.
Did you bring? You should bring like one of those things called the growler.
It's a really good point.
You
Because I
should
do
load up
forget
every once in a while.
every time I go, I'm standing there like, oh, I forgot to grab
Yeah, and I want to say thanks to Josue and Jean Paul and Wayne, and thanks for taking me down to Mazatlan to Cascanes and showing me how you make this tequila and taking me through the whole process. It's really exciting. With drinking this number 7 is great. And I was fired up. I get to hang out with Drake and Wayne this Tuesday night here in town. They were here for a meeting, and it was really fun.
That's cool.
Some of the people we've met doing this has been really cool, and I appreciate what they've done for us. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Especially the last few episodes, the sports nerd in me really took off with Daly and Carson Steele. We interviewed them on the same night. It's like, wow, this is great.
As a teaser, we may have coming up soon last year's winner of the Indy 500 and the Indianapolis, the whole championship.
Car series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty exciting.
Hopefully that's it.
So I want to say this: if you watch this show and you live in Indiana and you have a business success story, and you've done something you think would be great to talk about on the show, please hit us in the comments. We would love to talk to you and have you participate on the show and share your story. That's what this is all about. Share
Absolutely.
stories.
And I'll say everybody that we interview, usually will ask us some questions like, hey, what do I need to expect? What do I need to bring? You know, and now I've just gotten to the point where I send all this information out early. And I said, number one, we're very laid back. I'm usually wearing a hoodie of some sort and a hat, and Brad's got a t-shirt, and we're very casual. The goal is to have fun, which is, I think, what we do a lot of times. And we are 100% unscripted. So,
Yeah.
some people get worried about what they're going to be like on camera. I don't know what I'm going to say. What you see in a given episode is literally us just riffing, and we make up the questions as we go along. And Brad and I do, I think, a decent job of feeding off of each other. And
Remember, he's tall and I'm ugly. It works.
We listen to the guests, and based on what it is that they say, that's where the next questions come from. So, if you are somebody who would like to tell your story, but you're concerned about, being on camera and what that would be like, we're just talking.
So easy.
And it's just the two of us and a camera and nothing else.
Actually, if you think about it, it's really just the three of us in a room.
Yeah.
And it's truly just a conversation. But to add to all of these, all the things you just said, I agree with them 100%. But we do really appreciate free shit.
I agree.
So whatever your business is, like if I make basketballs, I don't play basketball, but I'll take a free basketball.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you have, we'd love to talk about it. So,
did Connor offer us a free ride around in the Motor Speedway?
He was more offering that out to steal.
Oh,
yeah, he should.
How about tickets to the race? Did we hear that?
No, we have to work that.
Okay. All right.
I feel like what's coming up next, there's going to be some sweet service happening. But who knows? Maybe not. But I do know this: we will have the world's greatest Paloma.
Oh yeah,
at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that's going to be pretty cool.
So I don't drink it, but I look forward to that.
At 1:00, if you're not doing anything Saturday, you may want to come just hang out a little bit.
Oh, I've Oxy and shared and show my house.
Ooh, I'll be here at 1:00.
No, maybe on my way home. Okay.
Well, this is a shorter episode than normal. It was really fun just chatting. We started this to talk about real estate. That was our whole goal. Here's what we found out. Rates are still high. Homes are still high. The market still cut sucks. So we didn't want to do that to you as a show every week for the last 30 weeks. So that's why we changed it up a little bit. Hopefully you like this. Again, if you have somebody you think would be great on the show or you want to come on the show, please let us know. And for those of you that watch all the time, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Who'd have thought that we could do this long?
Over 120 episodes.
Incredible.
It is.
Thanks for all the hard work editing. I appreciate it very much. I know it's a bunch of time. And hopefully we improved our sound. We've improved our video quality, our lighting, all those things to make this a tad bit more palatable on your big TV. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers to you, buddy, and cheers to all of you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Success happy hour. I almost said real estate makes us.
It's Brian and Brad, grab your seat. Real talk served with a boozy beat. Tune in, don't even blink, 'cause real estate makes us drink.